afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Fuji's Blitz. And today we're going to have a look at the ISU 130, the new Russian Tier VIII tank destroyer, which is a premium tank currently in the stores. But is this a sheep in wolf's clothing? Is this an ISU 152? Except from the name. So let's have a look at the two. Well, both of them have got pretty poor HP. So, with the 130 and the ISU 152 both having the second worst HP of all. DPM wise, on its standard AP, it's just above average with 3,122, whereas the ISU 152 is excellent with 3,167. Stick in the Pramo, then it's the best, the ISU 130 at 3,597, whereas the ISU struggles with its APCR with 2,697. However, you stick in the HE, then it's above average with 4,072, compared to the ISU 152, which is the best in its tier at 4,751. But what about the penetration? Well, penetration-wise, the ISU 130 is above average. On its standard ammo, it's 230. Compare that to the 152, which is 286. Pramo-wise, it's very poor. Penetration is 195 compared to the 152, which is 329. Then HE, well, HE it's very good, whereas the pen on the HE is the best in class on the 152 at 90. Now, that's what the ISU 130 looks like. It looks like an ISU 152 in real terms. It looks exactly the same, apart from the gun, which is obviously a bigger caliber. And there is the 152. Spot the difference, except the gun. Anyway, let's start talking about these damage now. Damage-wise, the 130 is very good. On its standard AP, it's 460. On its Pramo, it's 530. And on its HE, it's 600. Now, compare that to the ISU. Wow. The ISU is best damage in its class for the AP on 640. It's very good on its APCR at 545, and it's again the best in its class on the HE with 960. The biggest difference is the rate of fire. On the 130, the rate of fire is just over 6.5 rounds a minute, whereas on the 152, it's just shy of 5, which gives you a reload time of about just shy of 9 seconds with the 130 and just over 12 seconds with the 152. But what's this tank like to play? Well, you've just seen there that the armor profile is the same, that it looks the same, and for all intents and purposes, except for the gun, it is the same tank. The armor is different. The armor is no different, sorry. It's not different in that respect. It's the gun. Now, this tank is on sale at the moment in the stores for, and you'll have to bear with me here because I've completely forgotten, in the store at the moment it's on sale for all the equipment unlocked and an avatar for 9,500 gold. Or you can get the tank, bog standard, no equipment, blah blah blah, just with a garage slot for 8,000 gold. Now, if you've got the ISU 152, what does this tank bring to your garage? Well, in real terms, nothing. It brings just a similar tank to the ISU 152 with a faster gun, but a lesser gun, if you understand my meaning. It's a nice tank to drive, but then again, so is the ISU 152. I mean, the biggest benefit of this tank is the faster reload. Okay, it doesn't really struggle to pen. It doesn't dish out the same damage as the ISU 152. But in real terms, if you've already got the ISU 152, I'm telling you, this tank will not really bring anything new to your garage. And it's that straightforward, I'm afraid. Now, I'd love to turn around and say this is a tank that's different, it carries different attributes, blah, blah, blah. But it isn't, guys. And the ISU is a freebie, realistically. You've just got to grind the damn thing and spend some cash on unlocking the equipment, because you really need it. And obviously you need the bigger gun and everything, but it's free to grind in real terms. Whereas this is going to set you back 9,500 gold, which you're going to need, to be fair, because you need to have things unlocked. Now, as you can see there, you know, yeah, we didn't do great. We lost the game. Case sarah. I went out in this thing. I must have played about 8 games in this thing. Lost a couple, won a couple. It's a nice tank, but then again, so's the ISU 152. It's it's effectively the same tank, which is why I said, is this a wolf in sheep's clothing, or is this a sheep in wolf's clothing? I don't really know, actually. I mean, let's have a look at some of the other attributes to it. I mean, if you look at the speed, it's the same. The speed is the same. The weight is a little bit less. The traverse speed, well, it hasn't got a gun, has it? So, well, let's have a look at the gun depression. On the 130, it's 6 degrees. On the 152, it's 8 degrees. Sorry, it's 6 degrees. So it's exactly the same, guys. I mean, okay, the aiming arc is a bit different. On the 152, it's 8 degrees and 8 degrees. Whereas on this thing, it's 2 degrees and 10 degrees. It's the worst aiming arc in its tier for a TD. So I get back to that point. What does this tank bring to your garage that the ISU 152 does not offer already? Well, the gun. It's just a faster reload. It hasn't got better DPM. It hasn't got better damage, and it's got, you know, same realistically pen. You don't really struggle with the ISU 152 to pen. You're not really going to struggle with this to pen in real terms. So you have to question. The only people who should be getting this, in my honest and humble opinion, are those who don't have the ISU 152. They haven't grinded it yet. If you've already got it, then there's no point getting this tank. Unless, of course, you're a tank collector. Then there's every single point in getting this tank. Don't get me wrong. It's a great tank. I really like the tank. I enjoyed my time in it. I enjoyed the games that I played in it. And it was really nice to have that faster gun. But I keep getting back to, is it anything more different to the ISU 152? And no, it's not. I mean, you can have fun in an ISU 152. I know my good friend Fizzy Plays has a lot of fun. Sorry, Fizzy 11 has a lot of fun in his ISU 152. In fact, I don't really know anybody who doesn't have fun in an ISU 152. It's a fantastic TD, and it's probably, in my opinion, the best TD in Tier 8. Now, this isn't the best TD in Tier 8. It's a good TD, but it's pretty average, because it hasn't got the same derp as the ISU 152, and that's really what lets it down. Okay, you're dishing out, 460 ironed alpha on your AP every 8 odd seconds. I mean, that's nice. It's beautiful compared to, the ISU, where you're churning out a lot more damage, but it's taking 4 seconds longer. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. In my opinion, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It is what you want to do and how you want to play it. I mean, this is me going out in it this morning. Now, I've had it for just over a day, actually. And I do like it. I mean, in my mind, it seems more maneuverable, but it's not, because it's just the same as an ISU 152. It's the same darn engine. So the ISU 152 maneuvers the same way. The gun, okay, it's okay. Look at the traverse on it, but you're just knocking out that 450 odd damage. Okay, you're getting close. You're getting 640 on the 152. I mean, that's a big difference, guys. That's a massive difference, in real terms. And you're paying for this tank. You're not paying for the 152. So I'm trying to work out who the target audience is, and I'm doing my best to convince you that you should get this tank, because it's a nice tank. But if you've already got the 152, I don't think it's really worth it. I mean, like I keep saying, don't get me wrong. I like the tank. It's a nice tank. But then again, I like the ISU 152. And I really enjoyed my time on the battlefield with it. But will I play this as often as I play the 152? That's the big question. And I think the only people who are going to be interested in this tank are either A, those who don't have the 152, and tank collectors. I mean, and that's it. other than that, I think the audience aren't going to be interested. And, you know, don't get me wrong, the price is not too bad. 9,500 gold for a Tier 8 tank that is similar to a 152 is not bad value for money, to be honest with you. I mean, it's good value for money. And if you've got the gold and stuff like that, then yeah, you should consider it. But if you've got the 152, why would you spend the gold? Because I'll assure you, you'll play the 152 a lot more than you'll play this. And that's the thing. And I'm trying to be honest with you here, guys. You know, I've played this a few times just to get this review done. And then I sat there and wondered, will I play it a lot more now I've done the review? Or will I just default to the 152? And yeah, it's nice to have a choice. It's nice to have, you know, a choice between a fast-loading ISU 152 and, you know, a derp monster, which is the real ISU 152. But in real terms, I would take the ISU 152 every day of the week and twice on Sundays. Why? Because you buy these things for the derp. You don't get these tanks for anything other than, you know, blasting the bejesus out of everything on the battlefield. And that's the thing. Like I said though, I do like the tank. It's a nice tank, but well, it's up to you really. I'm just trying to be honest with you. I'm just trying to tell you that basically it's, you know, the ISU brings something better to the table. The ISU 152 is a freebie, effectively. It's in my opinion, hands down the best tier, the best TD in its class. This, on the other hand, is just average. But it doesn't make it a bad tank. Obviously, it's a good tank. I enjoyed it. And I know a lot of people who enjoy it. And if you're good at playing the ISU 152, then you'll be good at playing this. It's as simple as that. But that's all I can say, really, guys. I'm not going to turn around and suddenly tell you to go out and spend 9,500. My job is to try and be open and honest and review these things from an objective, practical viewpoint. And objectively, I would say save your gold and you know, grind the ISU 152. It's like that at the end of the day. But yeah, like I say, I enjoyed it. It was a fun tank to play. Now this is my fourth game, and this is the last game that I'm showing you. And we're here on Falls Creek, and as you can see, I'm pretty close to top tier. And I think, you know, I play this tank the same way as I play an ISU 152, and boy, I had some fun. And yeah, I like Falls Creek anyway. It's a nice map. It's a good map. Okay, you know, not much is going on here at the moment. I can't really attack anything over the other side just yet. I'm trying to see if I can get any shots in down here. It's mobility-wise, it's fantastic, but then again, says the ISU 152, and there you go. I mean, I have no problems penning him, but he has no problems penning me either. I've got a better reload than he has, and that's the biggest bonus for this tank. I mean, the reload is fantastic. Like I said, it's just shy of 9 seconds in real terms. So, yeah, I haven't set the world on fire here just yet. I've just sort of defended this corner. Now they're pushing. I can see they're pushing. Hello, 130 to take you out with a high roll of 400 and something. Now done, you know, just over 1,200 damage. Bounce nothing. Taking a kill. Set him on fire. Take another kill. So that's kill number 2. This is what happens when you push, gents. If you push and there's a tank there with a big gun and a good reload, then you're going to be in a world of pain. Oh, he's run away. Can't really do much to him. So what do? Let's just YOLO into him. YOLO, I don't know. Oh, there's another 130. Goodbye, 130. Two 130s there and an IS. So yeah, I'm doing good on the Russian front. Sort of kicking butt. There's another, it's an AMX, put another massive roll into him, just over 2,600 now. We're all over the hill. This reload is fantastic. Kill number 4, 1 tank left. Okay, we're not set the world on fire. 2,900 on damage, 4 kills, and we win the game, and we get a lovely mastery to boot. And a load of credits. I mean, that's the other good thing about this tank. I mean, unlike the ISU 152, the co-efficiency for credits on this is fantastic. I mean, it's like 170% better than the ISU 152. That's it, guys. That's the ISU 130 now in the stores. It's a mixed bag, in my opinion. If you've got the 152 and you're not a tank collector, save your cash. Don't bother with it. Stick with the 152. You'll have better fun, and it's exactly the same tank. If you've not got the 152 yet, then yeah, it's worth a look. It's a nice tank. It's beautiful to play, but it's a 152 with less damage and a faster loading gun. And that's me. So if you got any replays, send them to me, fujitsblitz@gmail.com. By all means, press subscribe, like, and all the other stuff. And until then, I'll say my usual. Stay safe out there, have fun on the battlefield, and happy tanking, because that's what it's all about. Having fun and being happy.